We've now got Vuex ORM set up successfully, and we've got an item model set up that we can now use in our components. Now, coming over here and looking at this finished version of the app, you can see that we see these item summaries displayed on our homepage. So we're now going to take the first step towards implementing that functionality. So you'll see here in the home component that we're using this component item summaries here to display each one of those item summaries. So there's a V4 on this, and that's used to iterate through an array of items, and then each item gets passed into the component as a prop. Alright, so down in the component definition, here's the item's computed property, and you can see that it's currently just an empty array, hence we don't actually see anything on the home page. So let's now link this computed property to our Vuex store. To begin with, let's import our item model into this component by going import item from store models item. We'll then replace the empty array here with a model method item all. Now obviously that method will return all the item instances in the store in an array. Now we don't have any items in our store yet, so even once this builds, we still won't see anything on screen. In a moment we're going to load the item data off our API. But to test if this current code is working, let's just create one dummy item instance. So we're going to add a created hook to our component definition now. And inside that, we're going to use another model method. This one is item.create, and we pass in an object. Now this method obviously is used to create a new item instance, and that gets defined by the object that we pass in now. So we first give this object a property data, and we assign that another object. And here we can define the data that we want on that object. So we'll start with an ID, which will be 1. We'll give it a title, which can be Starry Night. And we'll also give it an artist property, and we'll make that Vincent van Gogh, like that. Once that code rebuilds, we can see our dummy item is now displaying in the page, and it's rendered in the home view. We can't see any image or anything, but the basic data is there, so it's obviously worked. Now down in View DevTools in the Vuex tab, let's open this up a bit. And you can see over in our mutations list, we've got a mutation registered here, which is entities create. Now this is a result of the create model method that we used. So looking at the payload here, we can see that the entity name is items, and we can see the data that exactly the same data that we passed in. And if we now look at the state of the store after this mutation, let's go ahead and open the items entity a bit and open the data, and you can now see we have one model instance in here which we didn't have before. So as I said before, our model methods in Vuex ORM are really just aliases of some underlying mutation or getter. And we saw before that this mutation here is an alias of our items create method. And you'll see we also have an items all method here. And obviously that's the function under the hood that is able to take our items out of the store and provide them as an array to our computed property.